Gaza is an important and historic city located in the southern part of Palestine near the borders of Israel and Egypt. The history of Gaza spans thousands of years, making it a cradle for various cultures and civilizations. However, the region also has a long history of wars and conflicts. Before Christ, Gaza was a significant trade and strategic location and became a center for wars between various ancient civilizations. Its geographical position made it a key point for trade routes and military disputes. Gaza witnessed several significant wars and military operations, including conflicts between Egypt, Palestine, and other ancient empires. Around 1700s BCE, when Egypt's power was at its peak, Gaza became a crucial commercial center. Under Egypt's rule, Gaza faced wars with various regional powers, and Egypt established its influence over Gaza and other parts of Palestine. Egypt began military interventions to address conflicts with other Eastern powers, and the pharaohs repeatedly attacked Gaza, establishing their rule over the city. In the 12th century BCE, the Hittite Empire expanded its influence over Gaza and surrounding regions. The Hittites, a powerful empire based in central Anatolia, modern-day Turkey, were in conflict with Egypt for dominance, and Gaza frequently served as a battleground between these two empires. Egypt launched numerous military campaigns against the Hittites to bring Palestine under its control. Gaza was also contested between ancient Israel and the Palestinians around 1000 BCE, when the Palestinians had established their rule over Gaza and other southern regions. Israel's kings, Saul and later David, sought to control these territories. Gaza fought several wars against the Israelites during this time, including the famous Battle of Gaza, when the Israelites launched military campaigns to expel the Palestinians from Gaza. Despite Israeli attempts, the Palestinians resisted the Israeli attacks and defeated the Israelite soldiers in Gaza. These wars had a significant impact not only on Gaza, but also on the broader region. In the 8th century BCE, the Assyrian Empire rose to power and extended its control over the eastern Mediterranean. The Assyrians launched a major military campaign to seize Gaza. King Shalmaneser III of Assyria, followed by King Sennacherib, attacked Gaza, aiming for full control of Palestine. Gaza, as a strategic defense point, became a major battleground. The Assyrians successfully conducted military campaigns against the Palestinians and captured Gaza, marking a significant milestone in the rise of the Assyrian Empire, turning Gaza into a crucial military and trade hub. In the 6th century BCE, the Babylonian Empire, led by King Nebuchadnezzar II, began campaigns in the eastern Mediterranean. Nebuchadnezzar sought to gain control over Palestine, including Gaza. The conquest of Gaza by the Babylonians marked an important war during this period, and as a result, Babylon established its governance over Gaza. Nebuchadnezzar attacked Palestinian cities, including Gaza, and took control. During this time, Babylonian governors ruled Gaza and advanced the empire's goals against the Palestinians. In the 4th century BCE, Gaza came under the influence of the Sassanid Empire, based in Iran. The Sassanid kings expanded their influence over the eastern Mediterranean and strengthened their military presence in Gaza. The Sassanid Empire launched various attacks and sought to establish its rule over Gaza. Throughout its ancient history, Gaza became a central location for numerous wars and empires. These conflicts not only impacted the city's political status, but also had profound effects on its economic and cultural development. Gaza's borders remained disputed between various empires, and the city continued to be a focal point for wars. In the Middle Ages, Gaza's Strip remained under the control of different rulers, and several major wars took place here due to religious, political, and military tensions. Gaza faced several battles between great empires and armies, including Islamic conquests, the Crusades, and significant wars during the Ottoman Empire's era. In 636 CE, Islamic forces began advancing towards Syria's borders. Muslims conquered Syria and Palestine, and Gaza gained significance during this time. After the victory at the Battle of Yarmouk 636 CE, Gaza came under Muslim control, becoming an important center for trade, culture, and military affairs. In 1099 CE, the Crusades began with the aim of Christian forces capturing Jerusalem. The Crusaders captured Jerusalem in 1099, and subsequent wars broke out in other parts of Palestine. At this time, Gaza was under the Muslim Caliphate's control, and the Crusaders attempted to seize Gaza. Muslims strongly resisted, and in 1100 CE, the Crusaders attacked Gaza, but Muslims successfully defended it. The Battle of Hattin in 1187 CE proved to be a pivotal moment. Under the leadership of Salah al-Din Ayyubi, Muslims decisively defeated the Crusaders, resulting in the control of Jerusalem returning to the Muslims. After this battle, the Ayyubid Empire established its rule over Gaza and other regions of Palestine. Salah al-Din Ayyubi played a critical role in Gaza's defense, sending troops to protect the city from the Crusaders. Gaza became a strong military defense center during this period, and Muslims successfully repelled Crusader forces. Tensions in Palestine remained high during the 13th century, during the Crusades. In 1244, the Crusaders attacked Gaza, launching military operations against the Muslims. The aim was to dismantle the Ayyubid Empire's power and capture Palestine's key regions. However, the Ayyubid Empire successfully defended Gaza with its strong defenses, pushing the Crusaders back. Following this, the Ayyubid Empire weakened, and the rise of the Mongols and other empires caused political instability across Palestine. In 1260, the Mongols advanced toward the eastern regions. The Mamluk Sultanate, which had control over Palestine, resisted the Mongols. In 1260, the Mamluks defeated the Mongols at the Battle of Ain Jalut, halting the Mongol expansion. Gaza, under Mamluk influence, became a crucial military defense point. The Mamluks strengthened their control over Gaza, successfully repelling Mongol attacks. In 1291, Gaza played a crucial role in the efforts to expel the last Crusaders from Palestine. Muslim military forces succeeded in expelling the Crusaders, and Gaza came under Muslim administration, with no significant Crusader presence remaining. In the last century, Gaza's geographical location and political importance made it a battleground between global powers. After Israel's establishment in 1948, Gaza became an important front in the Arab-Israeli conflict. Arab states and Palestinians, who refused to recognize Israel, started a war against it. Following the 1948 war, Gaza came under Egyptian control and became home to many Palestinian refugees. During the Suez Crisis of 1956, Gaza again became a significant front when Israel attacked its borders after Egypt nationalized the Suez Canal. Despite international pressure causing a ceasefire, Gaza's status remained contentious. In 1967, during the Six-Day War, Israel occupied Gaza, leading to severe consequences for Palestinians and turning Gaza into a disputed territory. In 1987, Palestinians launched the First Intifada, a popular resistance against the Israeli military. Palestinian people in Gaza protested against the Israeli occupation through stone-throwing, strikes, and other public demonstrations. During this period, Palestinians carried out widespread protests in Gaza, and the movement transformed into a resistance campaign across all of Palestine. At the end of 2008, Israel began Operation Cast Lead in Gaza, targeting Hamas military positions. Intense fighting took place inside Gaza and in Israel's southern regions. Israel carried out airstrikes and initiated ground operations in Gaza. Hundreds of Palestinians were killed in this war, and Gaza's economy and infrastructure suffered severe damage. This war sparked international controversy and led to global discussions on Palestinian rights. In 2012, Israel launched another military operation called Operation Pillar of Defense against Hamas and other Palestinian groups in Gaza. The aim was to stop rocket attacks from Gaza on Israel. Israel conducted airstrikes and launched ground military operations in Gaza. A large number of Palestinians were killed, and Gaza's infrastructure suffered more damage. This war faced international criticism for the use of force against Palestinians. In 2014, Israel began a major operation called Operation Protective Edge in Gaza. Israel launched air and ground strikes against Hamas and other Palestinian groups. During the war, Gaza witnessed severe devastation, and thousands of Palestinians were killed. After the war, an informal ceasefire occurred between both sides, but peace in Gaza remained elusive, and the siege continued. In 2021, a fierce conflict broke out in Gaza between Israel and Hamas, known as Operation Guardian of the Walls. This war was triggered by Israeli police's harsh treatment of Palestinians in Jerusalem. Hamas began launching rocket attacks on Israeli cities, to which Israel responded with airstrikes on Gaza. A large number of Palestinians and Israelis were killed, and Gaza endured more destruction. After the war, a temporary ceasefire agreement was reached, but the war became a symbol of ongoing tensions in Gaza. After the war that began in October 2023, Gaza has been completely devastated. Although the fighting has stopped, there seems to be no sign of improvement yet.